Good evening, Wizards Nation. We just beat the Blazers. 115 to 111. Alex Sarr is a freaking stud, y'all. Sarr finished the night with 29 points, 12 rebounds, 6 blocks. He was going at it with Klingen the entire night. Trey Johnson as well went off tonight. Had a really solid night, 18 points. Keyshawn George ended the game really strong with 19 points. But we spoiled Deni's return. And we closed it out, y'all. We closed it out. Finally, we closed out a game. Like the past couple of games, been pretty close. But we've let games slip out of our hands. But man, Jameer Watkins. As soon as I saw Coach Keefe put in Jameer on freaking Shaedon Sharpe at the end, I was like, oh no, we got this. It's game. I'm sorry, but y'all know me about Jameer Watkins, but I have that much confidence in this rookie already. We saw Jameer Watkins early on in the first quarter. Man subs in, gets 2 steals immediately. Stealing a dunk on Deni Avdija. Hey, man. Love this game. I don't care, man. We were, on a 9-game losing streak? We play the Bucks on Thursday. Friday, we get the Lakers. Great dub, man. Great dub. Great dub for the Young Bucks. We saw Keyshawn George was hyped at the very end of the game. He started off pretty slow, but then he started catching on towards the end. But yeah, man. A bit of a weird one. Freaking Coach Keefe plays a 12-man rotation tonight. Scal Labisere, or I feel like I just butchered his name. Scal Labisere. First round pick from 2016. We just signed him to a 10-day contract. He got some run today in 4 minutes. But man, let's see what Chad's saying. Chad's over here freaking lit right now. What a game, says Raj. Sarr 8 stocks. Yes. Sarr and Klingen. That's gonna be the new thing moving forward. The entire story of tonight was Deni Avdija returning back to DC. No. The story of the game was Sarr versus Klingen, a new brewing rivalry. They went to a shoving match, and Sarr pushed them first. Throughout the entire, I love that, man. So here, F Klingen. Look at everybody over here. Young Guns coming together. Yep, key clutch buckets. I'm gonna get to that. Everyone says still can't rebound for Ish. Yeah, that's true. The key to take over top 3 Wizards game of the year. Yeah, man. Freaking love this game. Sarr had his way over to paint merchant. Klingen. Klingen getting roasted in the chat. But that was amazing. Sarr is a true unicorn. Yes, I've been saying that for a while now, man. Sarr, in the first half, at least had 19 points. In the third quarter, pretty much cooled down. But then in the fourth quarter, we started picking back up. He started getting back on track. Because we've seen Sarr have a really good first half, and then, as the game passes on, he kind of like fades away. But Sarr, when it mattered the most in the fourth quarter, you know what I mean? We build on some young dogs. Yeah, man. Sarr, Keyshawn George, Trey Johnson, that's our trio moving forward. And we got, rotational players around them. And Lord knows, hopefully we get blessed with a top 3 pick, y'all. But anyways, let me turn this thing on real quick. Holy hell, I did not think, I'm not going to, I keep saying this, but when I saw Jameer on Shaedon Sharpe at the very end, I was like, this is game. This is game. Game. And what happened? Alan says, this is the kind of game where a big body like Walker Kessler will help a lot. Yeah, definitely. Completely agree here. Let me see. Let me turn this thing on real quick. My bad. 1 second. But yeah, man. Let me see what here. Now, that's a game. That's honestly felt good. Felt good. Yeah. Yeah, Deni finished with 17 points, 6 of 14 from the field, 12 rebounds. I'm not trying to talk ish. I'm not. I was actually a big fan of Deni. I'm not trying to talk ish. But I did see a lot of foul baiting. I'm just being honest. I did see a lot of foul baiting. I did. We did. Blazers fan did. They know this with Deni. How many free throws did he have tonight? He didn't have that. He was missing a lot of his free throws. Yeah, he went 2 of 6 tonight from the free throw line. Oh, let me move this real quick. Lower, smaller. Let me move my face up higher, actually. Anyways, yeah, and also I want to give a shout out to Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton had a really solid game tonight. 19 points, 7 of 14 from the field, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Everybody on our starting lineup was a plus. Let me put chat up here real quick. Look at this. Plus 15. Plus 19 was Keyshawn George. Alex Sarr, plus 16. Balak Coulibaly. Offensively, didn't do much, but defensively, plus 19. Trey Johnson, plus 4. Balak Coulibaly had a block on Deni, and I don't know if I think it was in the third quarter, and he yelled, "Give me that ish!" in front of the Wizards bench. Hey, man, I know the chat right now is, yo, Dirty Bucket, are you a Mormon? No, I'm Bolivian. Chat's live because this is the first dub since the Trae Young trade. The first dub since we lost January 7th. Yeah. Yeah. Since January 7th, y'all. 20 days. 20 days. But fuck it. We got in that losing streak. We're still, I believe, top of the NBA Tankathon rankings. But it's really close, still, the race. But still, great dub. You like to see this for the Young Bucks. You know, get the morale up. I have a feeling, and this is my prediction. I have a feeling, considering that we have a lot of guys that we're very high on the squad, we know that we're going to tank. But even then, after trading our veterans, I still feel like we're going to squeeze out a couple of dubs here and there that might worry some people regarding our tanking odds or whatever. Lauren Cruz says 16 steals by the team. Sheesh. Yeah, man. Let me go over to the team stats real quick. Yeah, free throw wise, the Blazers weren't in. If they make their free throws, this game, I don't want to jinx it. I mean, I don't want to say it. But, they went 13 of 23. We made our free throws for the most part. Rebounds, though, story of the game. 69 rebounds to our 46. That's when Walker Kessler, our Isaiah Hartenstein, whatever, comes into play. Boozer, perhaps. Look at this. They doubled our offensive rebounding. 29 of 14. But, yeah, the Blazers won a second night of a back-to-back. I ain't giving no excuses, though, for them. Let's see right here. 54 points in the paint compared to 30. Yeah, man, if we get a Walker Kessler or a Hartenstein, the rebuild is pretty much over with. Like, let's just be honest. The rebuild is just, it is go time. That's our biggest Achilles heel right now. Just a rebounder, a defensive anchor next to Alex Sarr. Once we get that, we are off and running. We are off. We got the point guard now. If we get a Hartenstein, and I keep saying his name, but I kind of feel like Hartenstein's a little bit more attainable than Walker Kessler. But if we get him, oh no, I'm thinking play and push at least. But going back to this game, let's see here, Bub Carrington, solid night, 11 points. Bub Carrington, shout out to Bub, because we've seen Bub against the Clippers. Had a bit of an errant pass to Key, did not, make the right decision there. Second guessed himself tonight. Made some key shots towards the end of the game. Keyshawn George as well. Like, we saw Middleton not carry us, but, kind of guide the boat here and there throughout the game. Middleton had a really solid night tonight. But our young guns finished the game out for us. This, look at our starting lineup. It's just Middleton and then 4 guys who are going to be key contributors for us moving forward who are 22 or younger. Keyshawn George is the oldest one. He's 22 years old. Other than that, Champagne off the bench, Jameer, Bob Carrington, Will Riley, 2 threes today. He went 2 of 2. I believe both of this was in the first half, but yeah. Sarr did go 11 of 29, but Sarr was super aggressive. He was going at it with Klingon. And I believe they're not going to be in the same team in the All-Star weekend as well. Let's see right here what chat's saying. Excellent tank performance, boys. Give me Darren Peterson and AJ, and it's go time. Young Bubbler says Rich Reloaded. Coach says this was a defensive win. Ricardo says love this win at Capital One. Only Ben says I refuse to buy Monumental Sports. What happened? We won. We beat Deni. 115 to 111. Only Ben. Also, I'm with you. I'm not buying Monumental Sports right now. Use Buff Streams, bro. Buffstreams.com. BUFF Streams. It's free. Buff streams, meth streams, the infamous drug, crack streams, meth's cousin. Those are the 3 websites. It's free. It's free, dude. It's free. I've been promoting that my entire, since freaking what? October. Don't pay for Monumental. Maybe next year. Maybe next year. Let's see here. The Wiz defended the free throw line well tonight, says Frank Potter. Yeah. Let me get to my notes real quick, y'all. Let me get to my notes. Our starters tonight were Trey Johnson, Coulibaly, George, Middleton, and Sarr. Bilal Coulibaly returned after a 5-game absence. And to start the game, again, Jamir Watkins, I have your notes, comes in, I believe in his first 2 minutes, gets 2 steals. One on Deni, steal and dunk. I was just like, dude, I made a video pretty much about Jamir Watkins last week. We saw his defense against, who was it? Who was it that I was super impressed about? Against the Hornets. Against the Hornets. When he was locking down Brandon Miller, LaMelo Ball. Whenever he came in, like, we always went on a run with him. Dude, Jamir Watkins, his 3-point shot, just get it to 34%, dude, and we're fine. And we got ourselves another one. Another 3 and D, hopefully money, 3 and D, well, Bilal's not there yet. He got the defense, but he hasn't got the 3 yet. But I'm buying the stock with Bilal regarding his 3. Let's see right here. Anthony Gill, another night without Marvin Bagley, plays bench minutes, center minutes. 6 minutes only, though. I wonder why they put Malachi Brown. Like, did y'all see the second half where Coach Keefe was adding in, like, Malachi Brown gets some run. Scal Labissiere, I'm butchering his name. Scal gets some run. And I was just like, where's Jamir, boy? Like, come on, put in my boy. We saw his impact in the first half, at least defensively. I mean, he had 2 rebounds, assists, 2 steals. No blocks, but still. I don't know. But yeah, he played 12. He had a 12-man rotation tonight. He did. Look at this. Yeah, Will Riley. I will admit, though, I'm not going to lie. It does seem like Will Riley might be turning a corner regarding his 3-point shot. Because the past couple of games, he's been making them. And I believe he was shooting 26% going into mid-January. And then lately, could be a confidence thing, but Will Riley's been doing it lately. And I love to see that. Keefe was tanking it in that third quarter. Yeah, live life, live. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. He was clearly tanking it. We play against the Bucks. Giannis is out. Are we predicting some sort of tank job? Like, Marvin Bagley might not play. I don't know. But do you think one of our top 3 dudes, being Keyshawn, George, Sarr, might sit out that game? We do play the Lakers on the second night of a back-to-back, but let's see here. If Will Riley could defend like Watkins, he'd be a superstar, says Doug. Don't sleep on Will. Another offseason of strength and conditioning will doing wonders. I mean, he got the frame. I mean, 6'10", 6'8" wingspan. He just needs to add some muscle, and everything else will come through with him. I was at the Hornets game screaming at Watkins, dog him, and steal his candy. Then he just did that. Yeah, Frank, I'm with you, man. I am on the Jamir Watkins train. I'm the conductor, goddammit. I feel like some people are kind of sleeping on Jamir. I'm not. Let me be honest. We all know his impact defensively. His on-ball defense, everything. Denial defense, denying the passing lane. I think his playmaking is underrated. I think he's near the vicinity of Justin Champagnie type rebounding levels, crashing the boards, offensive glass. Like, he has it all. It's just that 3-point shot. That's it. That's it. His ball handling is already better than Bilal Coulibaly's. No offense to Bilal, but, Let's see here. Watkins is threatening Bilal's job right now, says Drummer Boy. I don't know about... No. I think, if anything, he'll be alongside Bilal Coulibaly. I don't think he's going to take Bilal's I mean, let's just be honest. But Bilal's, like, ceiling defensively is still higher than Jameer Watkins, considering Bilal's just a freak athletically. And also he has the size and length and everything. 6'8", damn near pushing 6'8", 6'7", 6'7". Long, lanky. Watkins just needs to hit the three, says. LOL, am I the only one who didn't know Labissiere was on the team? Yeah, no, he got signed to a 10-day contract, dude. And I'm assuming they just want to see some run with him. I like it, though. He was a first-round pick in 2016. Give him some run. And also show the team, if you work your ass off, even in the G League, you're going to get rewarded. Hard work pays off. I like that. Imagine what it'd be like to compare DC to Salt Lake City, says Doug. Elar Bowser says George really D'd up hard at the end of the game. Yeah. Shout out to George, man. That's been our Achilles heel for since the Clippers game since the Clippers game on MLK Day. All the games have been really close. Like, it's gone down to the wire. We just, we see the inexperience kicking in. We see our guys just making ill-advised turnovers at the very end of the game. Ill-advised passing. Decision-making. But tonight, we closed it out. It's games like these that is just invaluable experience for our dudes moving forward to next season. Because next season, it's go time. It's go time, dude. Raj says, Jameer's size versus what he brings on defense is so impressive. Yeah, man. What Jameer has that Bilal doesn't really have, well, I think Bilal has it, but it's underrated, but Jameer's physicality. His physicality is just leaps and bounds better than everybody else on our roster right now. If Jameer was 6'10", that's my center. Fucking hell, man. His physicality, and also, I saw Jameer Watkins I saw Jrue Holiday guarding Jameer Watkins tonight. And when I was seeing that, I was just like, And then, on the opposite end of the court, I saw Jrue defending him as well. And I was just like, That all-ball defense does look similar right there. I mean, I'm just saying, dude. People keep saying Jameer's Lou Dort. I mean, respectfully, Lou Dort is him. But Jameer just needs to get his three-point shot up. Because right now, he's not even, on the offensive end. He's just a complete, not a complete liability, but Av Class says Jameer's a dog. That's the difference between him and Bilal. Bilal's low-key injury prone. No, Bilal is injury prone. Let's just call it. I love Bilal, but Bilal is. But at the same time, I'm a believer that Bilal's going to dispel that tag, that injury prone tag that he has. I think he's going to overcome that. But I don't know. I'm not going to lie. I've seen Bilal's defense, especially recently or this year. His confidence on that end has taken a huge leap. He just talked ish to Deni off D. I haven't seen Bilal really do that. And they played together, Bilal and Deni, for 1 year. But Bilal blocked the shit out of Deni, and he yelled at him saying, get that shit out of here. I heard it clearly. And I'm over here in freaking Rockville, Maryland. He yelled at him. Don't sleep on Bilal's dog, man. Anyways, let's get straight to the game because there's highlights here that I want to show y'all. You know what? This is on my mind right now. Let's look at a tankathon real quick. Because there were some couple of games that were actually very noticeable. Not noticeable, but they're very tank-worthy to check on. So the Pelicans won yesterday. Okay, so we're still tied with the Pacers for pretty much tied for the worst record in the league. So, but you see this right here, dude. We are pretty much 2 games away from dropping from the second worst record to the 5th. So it's a close race. But hopefully the Pelicans and the Kings, hopefully the Pelicans in general, the Pelicans start winning games more often. Anyways, Kings about to lose. Damn it. Yeah, that was the game that I was thinking about. I was like, maybe they can beat the Knicks. The Knicks have been playing bad lately. Let's go back to this game. Because Alex Sarr started off hot. Man had 8 points in the first quarter. We were down by 2 points. And then we had a great second quarter. We outscored him by 9 points. Let's see here. Sarr had 8 points. Talk about Jameer. Riley had made his first 2 threes. Love to see that. Get the young man get some confidence. Too many inbounds turnovers, though. I saw that in the beginning of the first half. We did cut it down a bit more in the second half regarding our turnovers, but in the first half, it was getting pretty ugly. Then we talked about the Klingon Sarr. Well, Sarr almost put Klingon on a poster. I don't know if y'all saw that. He did get the and one though. But Sarr almost, they were jawing at it the entire night. Those two dudes. And I'm not going to lie, Klingon here in DC would be awesome. He's exactly what we need. But, you know, that could be a brewing rivalry for the future. Two bigs, the top bigs of their draft class. But Sarr just got him today. Sarr cooked them in the first half with his drop coverage. Sarr went 3 of 9 from the 3, but most of I believe all three of his three-pointer shots that he made were in the first half. Like, he was cooking them. Klingon couldn't catch up. Klingon finished with, 14 points and 20 rebounds. Oh, shit. Yeah, he was eating up those boards. Him and Youngson. Well, Youngson, yeah. Deni as well. But still, in the first half, Sarr was just cooking him there. Klingon couldn't guard him on the perimeter. Let's see here. Nice to see the young guys get it done. If there's any chance of trading Middleton, games like this will help. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know if they have the video. I'm gonna pull it up real quick of Sarr and Klingon jawing. Because at the end of the first half, these two dudes were going at it. And I saw Sarr shove him first out of frustration. And I loved it. Let me see here. I don't think there is a video. I'm looking online if there's a video of these two. Nah, I can't find one. Damn, nobody put it online? Anyways, I'm pretty sure we all saw that. There was a bit of a shoving match between those two dudes. And then also it started off in the third quarter as well. But I love to see that. At halftime, we were up by 7 points. Sarr was leading the way with 19 points. Trey Johnson at 9 points. Keyshawn George at 8. We went on a big run towards the end of the second quarter on a 16-0 run, I believe. But Sarr, he was a plus 14 at halftime. He was dominating Klingon. Like, he was making him pay. Like, Klingon just couldn't be out there in the perimeter with him. It was just easily noticeable. Then the third quarter came, and then that's when Trey Johnson started picking it up for us. Trey Johnson, 3 of 5 from the 3, 7 of 13 from the field, 18 points, a plus 4, 2 assists, a block. Crocswell sucks. You're not wrong, though. I saw it with my own eyes, and it was so beautiful. Yeah, Sarr did that shove. Klingon didn't move that much, though, but good to see it, though. Good battle. Yeah, Klingon was going crazy. Like, he was just, like, taking it personal. He was yelling with his and ones. But I like that. We talked about the Bilal block on Deni, but, you know, at the end of the third quarter, the Blazers actually caught up 34-26. They outscored us by 8 points. But it was a 1-point game heading into the fourth quarter, and it's been pretty much like that the past week or 10 days with our games. And then we've pretty much collapsed, especially like within like the 5-minute mark of the fourth quarter, we just collapsed. And I was just like, it could be the same reoccurring story again. But no. The Young Bucks pulled it out, man. Shout out to the Young Bucks. Give them their props. They need this. They need to soak these dubs in. They need to realize this is the standard moving forward. Walker Kessler on the team would be so perfect, man. I'm waiting for Sarr to get a 10-block game. Yeah, Sarr, tonight, 6 blocks. 6 offensive rebounds. He was, Jameer Watkins and Bilal Coulibaly were pretty much guarding Deni. tonight, and Keyshawn. I was looking for a Keyshawn George Deni Avdia matchup tonight, but they pretty much threw everybody at Deni tonight. It was Jameer, Bilal, obviously Key as well. Those three dudes, and they pretty, you know, Deni finished tonight, 17 points, 6 of 14 from the field. You know, yeah, they did a really solid job. They did a solid job. But in the fourth quarter, it was noticeable, man. I was just like, dude, man, we need a freaking rebounder, man. Need a rebounder. Also, Trey Johnson, for some reason, I didn't see Trey Johnson much, especially towards the end. I was just like, why isn't Trey Johnson put in a game? And then immediately hit me. It's probably a tank move. It's probably a tank move. They were having Bub in instead of Trey Johnson towards the end of the fourth quarter. And I was just like, towards the end of the game. And I was just like, put in the hot hand. Put Trey Johnson in. Anyways, Bub did hit critical shots towards the end. He hit a 3 at a 2-minute mark. And then also he hit a off-balance shot. So Bub did his thing, man. Especially towards the end of the game. Bub was clutch tonight. Love to see that. Love to see that. Anyways, super excited about this game. This was awesome, man. Let me see what chat's saying. Deni held below his average of 25 is amazing. I thought he was going up for 30. Well, yeah, in the beginning, he was going off. I believe he had 8 points in the first quarter. He had multiple threes, and I was like, all right, you know. Because Deni didn't play last night. Deni came in. I think they purposely sat him out last night so that he can ensure to play tonight. So, you know, Dallas says it's on site with the Blazers. The tank will be a sick day when it comes to them. But yeah, man, let me see if we got some highlights for you guys because I'm pretty sure there are highlights on the Wizards Twitter page. But Alex freaking Sarr, man. Alex freaking Sarr. Where's the highlights? Here's Key. Oh, I'm not crying. It's just my voice cracked. Key was hyped. Love seeing that. He was called for a technical along with Bub.
Overall activity.
Go ahead. Crucial 3 by Key right here. I want to see if they have that block on Deni. I keep talking about it, but fuck it. Go at him, young fella. And 1. See what else they got here. Oh, yeah, this is the block. This is the block that I was talking about. Let's see if y'all can hear it. This is the block. I wonder, I don't think there's like a rivalry between those two. They did play for a year together. They're probably buds. Look at that. Trey hit a long-range 3. I believe it was the second quarter, but that's just something that we've just grown accustomed to. Just making him pay. Like, that was the story of the game in the first half. Like, Sarr was just making Klingon pay. Like, Klingon wasn't respecting it, or he just couldn't keep up. Oh, yeah, and this, I didn't even talk about this play right here. The Euro. Trey Johnson's going to average 25 points per game, y'all. I'm calling it within 3 years. he's going to average 25 points per game. Like, we all know about him being a great shooter, but his touch is impeccable. Like,
with the ball,
look at this right here.
Down
on Deni and on top of Freakin.
And shoots the defender down. And
let me see what chat's saying. Raj says we can't hear it. My bad.
The game.
Now watch how he probes with the ball, Chris, and just breaks the defender down and then changes the pace.
I think this is the long range three right here. Oh no, it wasn't. Oh no, this is it. They're the same thing. He had consecutive threes. I'm not sure if it was this one. Look at Sharif.
Left hand layup.
Shout out to Middleton. Good. Middleton had a really solid game tonight. I know he gets a lot of flack, but he had a really solid game tonight. This is the almost. This would have been the poster of the year. On Klingen.
That is certainly.
I would have just gone home.
Sarr.
Once again,
it was an and one.
High, young man. Aim high, and that is certainly within his skill set.
Sarr.
Anyways, let's see what chat's saying. That move was filthy. Says live life live. The floater's amazing. Yeah, man. Rush Reloaded says he's a future Hall of Famer. Ricardo says Trey is a real deal. Love the personality and the quality to create his own shots. Yeah. The mentality. Trey Johnson has Mamba mentality. Trey Johnson wants to be great. He eats, breathes, lives basketball. First time in a while, I'm excited for All-Star Weekend, says Ricky Daniel. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. Crazy how effective Sarr is, and yet he has so much more to improve on. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that's a great point right there because we see Alex Sarr in his frame. Like, he is nowhere near. We saw him gain muscle from rookie year to second year in the league, but I still believe that he is nowhere near where, his frame is going to be moving forward. And it has me thinking, like, how much more muscle mass Sarr actually wants to put on, because you don't want to put on too much muscle mass and he loses his quickness or his vertical. But like we see like Rudy Gobert just freaking jacked out. Will Sarr get to that level? I kind of feel like it depends what the Wizards plan on doing with him regarding him being a full-time 5 or perhaps, moving into the 4, depending on what we do this offseason. Because I do believe we're going to get Sarr's front court mate moving forward. If we get Cam Boozer, then I believe, I think that'll play a factor. But that's one of my questions with Alex Sarr is how much more muscle mass is he going to put on? There's nothing going to be put on more muscle mass, but how much more? How much more? And I think that's all going to be correlated on what's going to happen with his front court mate. If they get like a Boozer, then I don't, Boozer's more of a bruiser. Boozer the bruiser in the paint. So hopefully that will be able to, alleviate Sarr. But if they get a guy like Quaintance, who is that 6'10" physical presence in the paint, then maybe Sarr will play more out in the perimeter. You know what I mean? I don't know. Sarr needs to get on that Giannis plan. Hey, man, people keep saying this. No. Sorry. I keep saying this. And I'm not sure if people are... I don't know. Alex Sarr, when he came out and he got drafted by us, one of his first interviews, the interviewer asked him, hey, man, who do you want to be in this league? Alex Sarr responded, Giannis. He models his game after Giannis. And we see it. Him bringing up the ball. Him trying to do a solo fast break. And I'm just like, wait a second. Could he go after like a young... I don't know. I do see flashes, but granted, Sarr does one thing that Giannis doesn't is Shark can shoot the 3. This year, I believe he's shooting 35%. And after tonight, it's going to go up. Well, he's shooting 34.4%. That's respectable. And odds are he's going to get this up to 36%. So you're going to have to respect him out there from the perimeter. But that's one thing that I have, I'm keeping my eye on this offseason. Let's see here. Yeah, man, I have to go walk my dog. I have to go walk my dog. My car is stuck on the snow. No, the ice. Man, I don't know if I'm able to go to work tomorrow. I think my boss is on the chat right now, too. Sorry. I'm stuck, dude. I've broken like 2 shovels already. It's crazy. I swear to God, I broke 2 shovels already. I texted my coworker and I was like, hey, I'm fucked. I don't know if I can go in tomorrow. My car's stuck. 2 shovels are broken. Anyways, I'm going to call it quits, y'all. But awesome game tonight from the Young Bucks. Alex Sarr leading the way. But then you got his, I don't even know what his partners in crime, Keyshawn George and Trey Johnson. That's our big 3 right now. Hopefully we make it a fantastic 4 in the draft. But, awesome night. Awesome, I guess, glimpse into the future of what this team will be. We saw Trae Young on the bench. He was hype. First dub in the Trae Young, after the CJ McCollum trade. So, awesome to see. Let's see here. What kind of dog do you have? I have a Lab Hound mix. He is 64 pounds. And this motherfucker eats everything. He would trade me for some broccoli. And he don't even like broccoli. But this man. Ice Trey makes it a fantastic 4. That's true. But I'm mostly speaking about like our Young Bucks though. I'm thinking about our Young Bucks. If we get like a DeBonsa, that is a fantastic 4 right there with DeBonsa, George, Coulibaly, Johnson. I mean, not Coulibaly. Sarr, sorry. Coulibaly is a part of the future, though. Make it, fuck it, the Fantastic 5 with Trae Young in there, man. Base Maryland says, I definitely broke my shovel, but I was able to finish the job with it broken. No, I broke my shovel, and I continued breaking it. That shit shattered. I broke it into like 4 pieces, dude. I was like, damn it. So, I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to call it quits. Great dub tonight from the Wiz Kids. We play on Thursday against the Bucks. I'm calling it right now. Somebody will sell out tonight, that game. Somebody's going to sit out. Somebody being somebody in our starting lineup right now. It might be Sarr. I don't know. We've seen this before. But I just have a feeling because right now the Bucks, they don't have Giannis. They've been struggling really bad. I can see them doing a tank job. I think the tank job for tonight was the Marvin Bagley thing, even though he is actually injured, but still, the Vooch been out. But a mysterious injury might pop up. That's just me. I'm just guessing. But considering what we've seen, this is the more realistic thing. They might sit Middleton against the Bucks, and then they'll play him against the Lakers on the second night of a back-to-back here. So they'll sit Middleton on Thursday and play him on Friday. So I think that's the most realistic thing. But I wouldn't be surprised if one of our top 3 dudes gets benched. Not benched, but it's just like a mysterious type shit. But I'm calling that. Yeah, Middleton's. I don't think he's gonna play. They usually save Middleton for one game on back-to-back. So, anyways, I'll see you guys on Thursday. I might drop a video tomorrow. Just need to think of a topic. But anyways, see y'all. Take care, everybody. If you enjoyed the stream, please